Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, October 27th, 2025. And my name is Misha Bazemore, and I am here to talk to you guys about prompting 101, but in a very different way than what you may be used to with prompting, because I want you guys to get a better output anytime that you use AI. If you are proficient at prompting, there may be something you can learn here as well that you can apply to what you already do, and also something that you could possibly teach other people how to do. So what I want you guys to do right now is all right, the puppy, somebody must be at the door. Hold on, y'all. All right, everybody, I am back. Let's go ahead and share this out with people. And I want you guys to know you're not using AI wrong, you're just telling it the wrong words. So, the very first part I want to show you is this. I want you guys to know this, or not show you, but I want to tell you this: garbage in, garbage out. If AI is not working in the way you want it to work, 9 times out of 10 is because of what you put into it. If you want AI to give you a great output, then you have to know what questions to ask it. Just like if you were working with an intern. If you were working with an intern, you would ask them specific questions and you would do a follow up. AI is no different. If you've ever led a person or if you have ever been led, then yeah, you know that you just can't put in a one liner, say one thing to them, and then have the expectation that they're going to understand what it is that you want. All right. So we're going to jump right onto this because I got to continue preparing for GammaCon today, starting today, October 27th. And we're going to bring you guys some treats. We want you guys to be ready for how you can use GammaCon or how you can use Gamma in order to streamline the completion of a project. I know that's a problem for a lot of people. So I'm going to go ahead and go into, I'm going to go into a new tab. And this new tab is ChatGPT. And I actually have an employee that is working on this for me. And it's an AI employee, and his name is Elias Carter. Elias Carter helps me create my courses for me. All right. He is trained on specific information, and the specific information that he's trained on allows him to give me a great output or give me better words or give me better information than if I were to just use ChatGPT by itself. All right. You say you ready for GammaCon? Yes, 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 yes. All right. So the very first thing I want you guys to know is the structure, the anatomy of a prompt. The anatomy of a prompt. You need the following parts to a prompt in order to get the prompt to respond in the way you want it to. You need a role. The example: who? You are a friendly travel planner. Learner, here's your task: write who you want the AI to be. If you wanted information about some type of medical advice, you wouldn't go to a shoe salesman, right? So you want to be sure that you're guiding AI in the direction you want it to go in. The next part is context. Here's an example. The audience is a couple planning their first trip to Italy. Describe who, what, and why. Who, what, and why. Give the prompt context. Then give it some instruction. Create a 5-day itinerary, including food, art, and culture. You want to tell AI what to do. Then your output requirements. Use bullet points and a warm conversational tone. You want to describe how you want it delivered, it being your content. The constraints, you have to tell it, all right, these are the limits. 400 words, exclude luxury hotels. So right now it's saying you are a friendly traveler. The audience is a couple planning their first trip to Italy. Create a 5-day itinerary, including food, art, and culture. Use bullet points and a warm conversational tone. Keep it under 400 words. Exclude luxury hotels. So adding limits. You also, this is something that I added. This is my thing, the interactive clarification protocol. The interactive clarification protocol is simply the part where I say, ask me one question at a time, and always, or write one question at a time until you're, or ask one question at a time until you're 99% sure you can complete the task. And for every question that you ask, please provide 5 descriptive examples to help me answer and understand your questions, right? This will help you decide how AI should confirm its understanding instead of leaving it to guess. The other part that I added is to prompt improvement suggestions. Add, after drafting, suggest 3 refinements to make this better. This adds quality assurance. This is the CPDP way of prompting. CPDP is my certification in prompt design, and it is fully accredited. Now I'm going to show you guys how you can use this structure to create something fairly quickly. All right, so we're going to jump right into the lesson. I'm going to go ahead and grab this step-by-step framework. And I'm just going to say, there we go. Using the step-by-step framework to structure a prompt, please write a prompt that will help me learn what gamma.app is and how it works. This is literally how you can teach yourself anything. You just have to know how to ask it to do what you want it to do. And if you are brand new to prompting, if you tell it to use those 7 parts, you'll be able to get a better output. So I'm going to see if I could do this with Elias. Elias is trained on specific information, and Elias is my AI employee. All right. So you can see him thinking right now. So here's a ready to use 7-part prompt. Come on, Elias, wake up, baby. Wake up. There you go. Here's a ready to use 7-part prompt you can paste into your AI to learn what Gamma app is and how it works. So the role. All right, come on, baby, wake up. It says it's going to act as a patient tech explainer. It's going to be patient, who teaches absolute beginners using plain language and concrete examples. This assigning AI this type of role will switch out the way it talks to you. It will. Instead of it assuming that you know these big tech words and jargon, it's going to bring the temperature of the language down and explain it to you as if it is a patient tech who's using absolute beginners and plain language and concrete examples. The context is, I'm new to AI tools and presentation website makers. I've heard about Gamma.app and want to quickly understand what it is, what it does, and when to use it. Explain what Gamma app is and how it works. Outline key features, typical workflows, best fit use cases, pros and cons, pricing limits at a high, level, and simple getting started walkthrough. Include one tiny demo scenario. Turn a rough outline into a shareable presentation. The output requirements, I want you to output the information by providing friendly information that is free of jargon. Structure the output that you give to me, however you present something to me. Make sure it has a clear structure where I can see the headers, the bullets, and short paragraphs. Include 5 key takeaways, step-by-step, first 10-minute step setup guide, a mini glossary, and a quick comparison table versus 2 alternatives. And with a 5-item practice checklist I can do today. If a detail is uncertain or changes often, say, "This may have changed, please verify it." Instead of guessing, avoid hype, be neutral and specific. Total length is 600 to 900 words. The interactive clarification protocol is before you write, ask me one question at a time until you are 99% sure what I need. For each question, give 5 descriptive example choices plus an "I don't know, please help me decide" option. And the prompt improvement suggestions, after you present the draft, suggest 3 refinements to tailor it. For example, narrowing down the audience, adjusting the tone, or adding a starter template exercise pack. Now, this prompt will get you better information about Gamma than just simply coming into AI and saying, "I want to learn Gamma. I want to learn ChatGPT. I want to learn Gamma. I want to learn how to speak French." You can create these learning tools for yourself. This is exactly why the educational systems need AI consultants, because the way that our children are going to start learning, like we'll say like in 2030, right? It's going to be very different. The landscape is going to be very different than what we see today. And if you are somebody that is totally against AI, your feelings are valid. But at this point, your feelings are not a great way to lead with AI. We cannot, we do our children and our young adults a disservice when we don't teach them how to live as an adult for the time in which they will live as an adult. Children and young adults will not be living out their adult experience in 2025. They'll be living out their adult experience 2030, 2035, 2040. What we see today will not be their truth tomorrow. So instead of fearing it, instead of thinking that it's cheating, be a forward thinker. And I'm going to add this part too. When I was coming through school, the educators felt that calculators were cheating. We were cheating if we use calculators. But over time, that thought changed into it being a tool that helps a person streamline the completion of a project. So I'm only the messenger. I'm only a person that ends up in rooms that are talking about these types of things. And I feel like a lot of people, nope, not going to even say feel. I know a lot of people are going to get a total shock when they get those degrees and the degrees can't be used because they don't understand AI. Or when the kiddos get out of high school, they have their high school diploma trying to build their career like they were built, like as if they were building it in 2025 and it's 2030. They're going to need to know how to use AI. And if you think AI is cheating, then do this. Become a proponent of using AI ethically and learn how to clearly communicate the value of ethical use of AI. And not just simply say, "Oh, AI is cheating." No, that's a very irresponsible way to lead people in the space of education. Teach them how to use it as a learning tool. And even if you tell them not to use it, that doesn't mean they're not going to use it. That just simply means they're not going to let you know they're using it. That's it. And if you're not using it because you think it's cheating, then when the kids do use AI, you will not be able to spot AI or the tools they use to make what they create in AI sound human. There are tools, there are words that you can use to strip. There are ways you can use to strip the use of AI from the out, whatever you get from it. There are ways you can do it. So you want to teach them ethically, the children ethically how to use it, and your peers, your educational peers, you want to teach them how to spot it. So we have to use it responsibly, but we can't just not use it. All right. So now that we have this prompt, what I'm going to do is tell it to rewrite in a paragraph format verbatim. So I wanted to rewrite it so I can just copy and paste it, is what I'm telling it. All right. So keep going, keep going, keep going. There it is. It wrote the whole prompt. You are a patient tech explainer. Great. Perfect. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go back into ChatGPT and I'm going to paste this prompt. Watch how different the AI responds versus just saying, I want to learn Gamma. It's going to go out and find the information that you're looking for. And then it's going to ask you questions one at a time. Because remember this, the way that I'm teaching people how to prompt in my academy is to always have it provide a clarification protocol, which is ideation, a back and forth with AI. That's the key with AI, a great back and forth with it. When you have a great back and forth with it, it can help you build a system. So anytime you want to talk about whatever topic you're prompting it about, you can build a system that will be, it could be a prompt, it could be a framework, it could be a GPT, it could be a gem, it could be an agent, it could be whatever you want it to be. So it's asking me this, what's your primary goal with Gamma app today? Here are a few examples to choose from. This is the clarification protocol. Create slide style presentations fast, turn outlines into docs, build simple web pages or microsites, collaborate with the team, explore AI assisted learning. I'm going to say I want to learn the presentation part, writing outlines, building a simple web page, and also explore AI assisted formatting. Since it is providing examples for each question that is asking me, not only am I learning how it thinks, but I'm also learning how to communicate with it. And as a newbie, because it is running the protocol, the clarification protocol, I don't have to know what to say. I can choose from the list of examples it provides. It says, before I write your beginner-friendly guide, I want to clarify your skill level and tools so I can tailor the walkthrough and examples. Which best describes you right now? Are you an absolute beginner? Never used AI or presentation tools before. You need very simple steps. I'm going to start there because that is, I'm creating resources for GammaCon. And this is a really good one. I have some other ones. I think I'm going to go ahead and add this to it because I want you guys to learn how to use the tool. So absolute beginner, never used AI or presentation tools before, want very simple prompts. Yep, we're going to leave it at 1. It says, got it, absolute beginner, clear, no jargon, intro to Gamma app, so you can confidently use it to make presentations, documents, and simple web web pages with AI's help. Before I build your full guide, let's lock in the tone and format that best fits. Which style do you prefer for learning? Do you prefer step by step coaching, a friendly and patient walkthrough of each section slowly, a quick start buddy, short steps, plain talk, get moving fast, visual explainer, uses examples and see it like this descriptions. Teacher mode, organized, clear sections, and practical takeaways, or a blended style. I'm going to go ahead and create my own blend by selecting Quick Start Buddy, the visual explainer, teacher mode, then step by step coach. So I put the options in order from greatest to least. So it accepted my input, and now it says, how do you plan to use what you make in Gamma first? Present something live, share a link, embed it, print it, or export it, right? So ChatGPT wants to know, do you need me to write this for a class or a meeting or a webinar? It says, or do you want me to go ahead and create a presentation? Or do you want me to create something that you can place inside of your school community, your site, or your blog? Or do you want to make something around PDFs, printed or exported? So how do you plan to use what you make in Gamma first? I'm going to go ahead and say print or export it as a PDF. Maybe presentations, maybe share a link. All right. Put it in order from greatest to least, it being the options it provides, or you can type in your own thing. Good morning. So it says here, perfect. You want to create something you can present live, share online, and also export. This gives me the full picture. Here's what I'll include in your custom guide. What Gamma app is and how it works. Key features, workflow, and best fit uses. Pros, cons, pricing notes with a verify this reminder. One simple demo example. 5 key takeaways, a first 10-minute setup guide, a mini glossary, a comparison table versus 2 alternatives, a 5-item practice checklist you can do today. It's saying, would you like the tone to sound more like a friendly coach, a clear teacher, a creative mentor, or a mixture of all three? I'm going to say a mixture of all three with a contrarian perspective, avoiding tech and boardroom jargon, speak directly to the user's pain, create a transformational experience, be sure to write so a 5th grader can understand it. Target audience are busy professionals, educators, coaches, solopreneurs, and creatives. The one thing that I know about creatives is not something that I feel. I know what I know after listening to multimillionaires talk about the type of AI force they want to build. They want creatives. I heard one guy who's a multimillionaire say that he skips people with PhDs and master's degrees when it comes to AI because they think they know everything, while the creative will work to learn what is needed. The person who has a degree like that typically comes in thinking they know everything. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. So we're living in a day and age where your creativity matters. It has always mattered. But in AI, it capital MATTERS matters. So I'm going to go ahead and send this through. And to reset the room, we wrote a prompt based on the 7 parts of a prompt that I present inside of my certified or prompt engineering course. And the 7 steps that I teach my students when writing a prompt is to be sure that they include a role for the prompt, include context, include instruction, include output requirements, include constraints, include clarification protocol, and includes improvement suggestions. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and head back over to the conversation with it. And I told it what I wanted for the output. It acknowledged my input, and it says here, before I start writing the final guide, about 600 to 900 words, let's confirm which demo example you like me to build around. This will help make the guide feel practical and real. Maybe I wanted to build the guide around turning a rough outline into a presentation, which is great for teachers or speakers. Turn a written blog into a shareable web page, which is great for solopreneurs. Turn class notes into a visual lesson document. Yep, it can do that. Great for educators. Turn a product idea into a pitch deck. Yes, it can do that. Great for creators or business owners. I'm going to go ahead and do number 1. And also keep in mind, I can come back in this conversation and say, now write a guide for the solopreneur. Now write a guide for educators. Now write a guide for creators or business owners. It's never one or the other when it comes to AI. It's and. AI is a tool that can help you build exponentially. We're not talking addition, we're not talking multiplication. We're talking exponential. This is why a lot of people are pushing AI, because it is going to change the amount of coins that you walk around with in your pocket if you know how to leverage the time in which we're living in right now, and also be proactive and a forward thinker. Those are the type of people that do well. And also, if you're a person that gets stuck, procrastination, fear of failure, imposter syndrome, bring all of that with you and decide to execute anyway. 60% done is better than nothing at all. If you don't do anything, the answer to your question about abundance and prosperity based on your creativity will always be no, because you don't have anything out there. When you do put something out there, you're casting your net and seeing what you can grab. Once you see how your information connects with people, then build upon that. But the very first thing that you have to do is invite people into your ecosystem. You have to send out invitations. And invitations look like telling people you have some stuff. And with GammaCon, we're going to show you how to make that super easy. But we do need for you guys to know how to use Gamma. So I'm going to have it create for a rough outline, turn a rough, or turn an idea into a presentation. Great for teachers, speakers, solopreneurs, educators, creators, business owners, and college students. If I have several degrees. If I were to go back to school, knowing what I know today, I would probably be able to complete the assignments I would probably be able to create, let me back up a little bit, AI tools that can help me complete the lessons and give me a better understanding of the lessons, because I can tailor my conversation with AI to meet my needs. So can you. I could because books, a lot of books right now are virtual, I can create something called a notebook LM and have it create my own classroom for me. As parents, you guys can do the same thing. If your baby is having a hard time with math, but they're great in reading, I'm going to give you guys this tip. I'm in these rooms, y'all. I'm in these. What you want to do is tap into what they do well and wrap in what they don't do well. That way, it makes it easier for them to be able to learn it. A lot of us were trained to focus on what we do the worst, what we struggle with, than tapping into what we do the best. If we become so proficient at what we do the best, then learning things that aren't quite that easy for us to learn, they may become easier because we're going to tap into what we know how to do the best and wrap in what we don't know how to do the best. And you can do that with AI. You can tell AI, look, I am great at reading comprehension, writing stories, getting great out, or creating great story, but whatever the case may be. But I struggle in math. Can you blend the two so that way I can become more proficient at math? Or I'm proficient at math, but I struggle with reading comprehension. These things tie together. Make it make sense for people. Your babies, you can take their homework, and instead of getting upset because one apple plus one apple equals three apples, I don't know how we did that as people, how in our brains we used to do that, but and still do it to this day and drive our parents and our caregivers up a wall. But now you don't have to be struggling with them. You can create your own study tools for your children. You can create your own study tools for yourself. All right. So I want the document that is going to create for me to be a presentation, and how to go from an idea to a presentation. That's the pipeline. I have an idea. I don't know where to put it. I'm going to show you guys how you can turn it into a presentation. And then that presentation can be used a lot of ways. This is the exponential part to it. So just because you start here and you complete a task doesn't mean that what you created can be used for something else. So it says, we'll build your Gamma.app beginner's guide around turning an idea into a presentation. Perfect for teachers, speakers, solopreneurs, educators, creators, business owners, and college students. I have everything I need. Here's what's coming. Plain English explanation of Gamma.app. Key features, workflows, and examples. A step-by-step first 10 minutes guide. 5 key takeaways. Demo turning a simple idea into a presentation. A mini glossary. Comparison table versus 2 other tools. Practice checklist. Neutral, contrarian tone that speaks directly to the pain points of busy professionals. Would you like me to focus on saving time, emphasize how Gamma removes design friction, focus on storytelling, emphasizing it helps express ideas clearly, or blend them both together? In the day and age of AI, it is not one or the other. It is whatever you want it to do. Blend together, saving time and storytelling. That the time saving part is the pain that I want to tap into, and I want to use storytelling in order to connect with the audience. Perfect. That's what it says, right? Now it's going to go ahead and write my complete beginner friendly guide app, friendly Gamma app guide. And before I do this, how do you want it written? As a web article, a script, a printable handout, or a mini PDF? I'm going to say I want it written using a markdown format, no copy code blocks, no tables, easy to copy and paste. I'm going to send it through. It says perfect. This thing is going to go ahead and start writing out the guide. Oh, wait a minute. Has another question. Which best describes the emotional pain point your reader feels when discovering Gamma.app? Yes, people are overwhelmed by all of these design tools. Canva, PowerPoint, Google Slides. They feel too slow or they're complicated. Struggling to express ideas clearly. Yes, we're stuck there because I think Toya, she shared this, that think about your creativity. I'm going to try to explain it the best way I know how. Think about your creativity and think about the pipe, like from your idea and your creativity down into what you actually do. Our pipes are clogged. Our pipes are clogged with self doubt. They're clogged with believing what other people have said are true, what other people believe is true about us. It's clogged with trauma. It's clogged with a lot of stuff, and it can't get down to us. So, the idea, the feeling of being overwhelmed, it is very real because your creativity has to fight back against 30 years of suppression. 30 years. That's a lot. Show yourself some grace. Being able to tap into AI and get to where you want to be in this, it's going to take time. Here are a few key things. Remain teachable, remain open-minded, allow yourself to make mistakes, show yourself grace, kick the pedestal from up under yourself, and understand you're a spirit having a human experience. All right? All right. So I'm going to say, all of the above. They are overwhelmed. They are struggling to express their ideas. They're pressed for time and they're afraid of tech. I know a lot of people are afraid of tech. They're afraid of breaking it, which is very valid. I remember that was a thing back in the day when we were moving to computers. A lot of people were afraid of computers and they thought that they would break them. And because of the cost of computers, they did not want to use them. So a lot of people just opted out. They're like, look, I don't want to use this. I might break it. I can't afford it. It was a very, very, very interesting time that I grew up in. And now, me being the age that I am, having experienced the things that I've experienced, knowing what I know, and now having the gift of wisdom and discernment, I can see a gold rush. I can see it. And I can also see that there is a very small window of opportunity for those of you who are interested in being part of what is happening right now. All right. So I'm just trying to get to something really quickly. Want to make sure that I can see what you guys are saying over on TikTok. All right. I forgot I rebooted my computer, so I had to get logged into everything. All right. All right. So you said you were scared at one time. Yeah. Yeah. It's the truth for a lot of people. Truth for a lot of people. Let me see here if I can. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just trying to see if I can get into the live in TikTok. Yep. You guys can see what I'm doing. Perfect. So those of you that are on TikTok, what you can do if you want a better view of my screen, just rotate your phone. Rotate your phone and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. All right. All right. Now, we have a presentation. Gamma.app, the simple way to turn ideas into presentations, docs, or web pages. What is it and why it matters? Gamma.app is a smart presentation and document maker that uses AI to turn rough ideas into polished professional. Oh, why am I reading this? I'm going to go ahead and copy all of this. Let's see something here. It gave me that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and copy all of this. And now I want to create a document. I may not have the time to go into Canva to edit this. I may not have Google Gemini that can turn this into a pretty document for me. So I'm going to jump into something called Gamma that will do it for me. So I am going to paste in that text from the guide. I'm going to go ahead and select presentation. I'm going to go ahead and say generate from notes or outline, continue to configure the prompt. I want it to generate. Let's do generate. Let's do detailed. It's going to be written for busy professionals and creators who need fast. Okay, I'm going to do this instead. Where's ChatGPT? I'm going to say, please describe who this guide is for. Include the tone and instructions to avoid tech and boardroom jargon. So what you see me doing right now is stacking my tools. I am using ChatGPT and Gamma to build. All right. Oh, it's going maybe too long. May have to shorten it. Purpose and promise. All right, let's see if this is too long, because Gamma asks me, who am I writing for? So right here where it says write for, I'm going to paste it in there, and it only got up to tone. So I'm going to tell it to shorten it. Did it get everything? Okay. Shorten to less than 1,000 characters. It's going to come back and shorten it. This guide is for professionals, educators, coaches, solopreneurs, and creatives. It's telling me who this guide is for. Select all based on our conversation from earlier. I have to shorten it. You don't need any design skills. Just curiosity. Where did that stop? You don't need. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to take out this part right here because it's too long. And the tone. Now I'm going to go back to ChatGPT. Give me 10 words, or give me the tone for this guide using up to 250 characters. Send it through. It's going to go ahead and give me a tone. The tone is clear, bold, and human. Like a calm coach who keeps it real, is confident but kind, simple but smart, with zero jargon or fluff. It guides you step by step so you feel capable, not confused every time you create. So the tone I'm going to place here. So to reset the room, we started by building a very strong prompt. The prompt helped us create a guide for Gamma. We may not have the time to build out this Gamma document or build out a presentation. So we're going to stack our tools, and we're going to take our output from ChatGPT and use it in Gamma. ChatGPT has a free version. Gamma has a free version. How about that? Free. And now I've given you a class where you paid with your attention. And now if you use your investment, which is your attention, and apply what you've learned and actually do something with it, you may set yourself up to get closer to alignment in your business, in presenting your ideas to other people, because now you know how to do or how to use ChatGPT to brainstorm, and then how to use Gamma to deliver. I'm going to go ahead and select generate and watch what this thing does. It is processing all the information. And now it is creating my Gamma document for me. It's doing it on its own. Y'all see this? You do not have to be the one to put all of this together. You can use the tools that you have access to put it all together for you. Make sure you read through whatever it gives you. Do not use it just as you get it. Always go through. That is universal for any AI tool. Even the art. Don't use it just as you get it. The art, you need to upscale the pixel size so people can use it on various projects. A person may want to use your art for a 6x9 cover, or they may want to use your art for a step and repeat banner. If you're not set up properly, then even the art will lose its value. All right. So it is writing out the entire presentation for me. All right. So then I'm going to go back and read through it. It says Gamma app, the simple way to turn ideas into presentations, docs, or webs. Gamma is a smart presentation and document tool. How it works: start with a prompt or an outline, which is true. AI drafts your slides or pages, which is true. Then you edit like a doc, which you see me doing right now, which is true. You can add images or embeds. You can embed a whole video, and then you can share and present it. Key features, this is why I say read through it. AI presentation builder, these are the key features of Gamma. Live editing, interactive layouts, web-like sharing, yep, and export options, PDF, PPT, and even straight to LinkedIn. Typical workflows, real people, real uses. All right, I'm going to go ahead and edit this so that way the text is larger. So Gamma adapts to how you actually work. Here's how different people use it every day. Teachers turn class notes into engaging lessons that students actually want to read. Speakers turn messy outlines into beautiful decks that command attention. Creators turn ideas into web-based stories that people love to share. Coaches and solopreneurs turn blog posts into visual sales and pages that convert. Students turn essays into presentations in minutes, not hours. No matter your role, Gamma meets you where you are, and it helps you communicate better. Best fit use cases: use Gamma when you need speed, when you want clarity, when you need flexibility. Do this. There we go. Skip if you need deep animation control or highly specific brand templates with pixel perfect precision. You'll have to build those your own. You want offline editing capabilities. So you can edit online. You can edit offline. It's going to take a little bit of work, but it's better to edit online inside of Gamma. For most use cases, Gamma's strengths far outweigh its limitations, but it's important to know what you're getting. The pros and cons of Gamma. The pros: fast and automatic formatting, clean, modern look, great for storytelling, works on any device, built-in AI writing and design. The cons of Gamma: limited customization. If you want advanced design, you may have to take this out and do some work somewhere else. You need to be on the internet, and AI always needs editing. I didn't even know that was in there, but AI always needs editing. This picture right here, it added the picture itself. If I don't like the picture, I can come in and say edit, and then Since this is AI, it's showing me the prompt that it created. I'm going to go ahead and select Enhance Prompt, and I'm going to select Generate. It's going to go ahead and generate a new image for me. As a matter of fact, because I told it to create 3 images, it's going to go ahead and create 3 images. The model it's using is Ideogram 3.0. If you're running on the free version of Ideogram or free version of Gamma, then you have access to the basic AI image generating models. If you're running on paid, then you get access to the advanced models. If you're running on a higher tier, because this thing runs by tiers, you get the premium models. It has Gemini 2 Flash inside of it. If you're running the highest tier, in which I am, then you can create even better photos. So I'm going to select Ideogram 3.0 quality and hit generate. It's going to create better images because it's a better tool. But down here, we can see the images that it created for my presentation. You guys see that? But I don't like these. So I'm having it create new images for me. And it's still spinning right now because let's see here. Those aren't real words. I don't like it. I don't like that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and enhance a modern laptop screen displaying, or a model laptop screen for a professional AI generation service. Enhance the prompt. And we're going to go ahead and choose Ideogram 3.0 quality. We're going to do 3 images. We're going to change the aspect ratio to landscape, and we're going to hit generate. And let's see what images it creates. I want you guys to see how long it takes to generate these images. These images are downloadable. Yes, you can sell what you create. Yes, you can. All right. So let's see here. It's not giving me anything I want. So if I wanted to come down and go to Unsplash Images, which are images that I can use because they're open source, meaning anybody can use them. And because it's a real picture, it's giving me actual words. All right. Now let's talk about Gamma's pricing plan. They do have a free plan. Get started with basic features and limited AI generations per month. Perfect for trying out Gamma and occasional use. Paid plans unlock unlimited AI creation, branding tools, and analytics. Great for professionals who create regularly and need advanced features. A note about pricing. Pricing may have changed since this guide was created. Please verify current pricing and plan details by visiting gamma.app. It put it in there for me. Now, this layout, if it's too small, you don't like it, what you can totally do is go into Gamma and select Try New Layout, and it will build out new layouts for you to make for readability. All right. Make that bold. Make this text larger. And maybe I'll change this section, change layout. Let's see. And I'm barely scratching the surface on Gamma, y'all. Barely scratching the surface on Gamma. So that's why you guys want to be in GammaCon this evening, because I'm barely scratching the surface. So Gamma creates different things. I just wanted to show you guys how you can change out the setup. I got to go back and edit that. 5 key takeaways for Gamma. Gamma helps you turn ideas into visual assets. You don't need design skills, just the right words. Perfect for teaching, speaking, or sharing ideas. And then export or present directly From the browser, focus on messaging. First 10 steps, first 10 minutes setup. It is here. Again, if you don't like the way that is set up, tell it to try a new layout. And the AI will come in and create a new layout for you for readability. Then you have a mini glossary. It did this. I didn't. Gamma did this. All right. So it used the outline I created using that very well-structured prompt to create the guide. And because I didn't have time to put the guide together based on what ChatGPT gave me, I brought the guide over into Gamma. The guide was created in Canva or in ChatGPT. Quick comparison, high level. So to compare it to Canva, let's see here. Gamma AI built presentations and web pages fast and clean. Best for people who want to focus on content, not design mechanics. Canva is great for custom design, branding, and marketing visuals, but takes more manual work and design decisions. Notion, great for writing and organization, but not built for presenting live or creating visual storytelling experiences. Each tool has its place. Gamma shines when you need professional presentations fast without the learning curve. Practice checklist, do these today. Sign up for a Gamma account so you can be ready for GammaCon tonight. Play around with it to create something. Edit what you create. And if you like what you create, do not get stuck in, oh, I need this to be 100%, or, oh, I need my ducks to be in a row. Your ducks do not start to align until you show up. They don't. You actually have to be in the trenches to get those ducks to get aligned. Waiting for your ducks to align is basically a safety mechanism because you're finding reasons why you shouldn't share what you have. Once you're done creating your presentation, there are several ways that you can share it. You can share it as the Gamma link. You can export it. You can put it right on LinkedIn. You can also get the information to embed it on your site. You can also publish it as a website. Now, this is the last part of this, the DCT AI clinic. This is the last part that I'm going to show you, and this is why you guys are going to need to be in Gamma VIP. I'm going to go ahead and download this as a PDF. And you can see it's exporting as a PDF. I'm going to go ahead and go into something called Notebook LM. I'm going to select New Notebook. I am going to upload the PDF, the presentation, and it is going to create a Gamma classroom. Now, if I wanted to create an audio overview about Gamma, I can. I'm going to say, let's see here. Go back into here. Now I want to create an audio overview using Notebook LM. I will be uploading this information as knowledge. Give me a description based on the information that is required. Don't get stuck with misspelled words. Just keep going. Just keep going, y'all. This is one of the ways that I force myself out of practicing perfectionism. I just leave it. It knows what I'm talking about. I'm going to go back into Notebook LM, and I want the system to grab some information. Go back here. I wanted to use, hold on, y'all got to save it first. Cancel, file, save, gamma 01. All right, save. Close out. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add what Gamma requires, or what Notebook LM requires. I'm going to send it through. And the AI is going to write what is required, right? Please write what the AI should focus on when presenting this topic. Send it through. Focus on explaining how to narrow the topic of or audience when creating AI-generated discussion. Perfect. Go. By the end, the listener should understand the focus is the key to better storytelling, teaching, and AI-generated content. Perfect. I'm going to go over into, paste this here, over into Gamma and select Generate. And now this thing is going to create a way for me to verbally talk to the content, verbally. I'll be able to interact with it. When it starts to explain what it can do, I can pause it and talk to it. Notebook LM is one of the most underutilized tools that we have out there. I can also create a video overview. I can also create a quiz, flashcards, and reports. This is what we're going to talk about in VIP for monetizing, how you can use this. We're going to give you guys use cases, really easy use cases. The hardest part about what you're going to do with the information is how you're going to present it and who you're going to present it to. But if you know how to talk to AI, it'll direct you on what you need to do and on what you should say. All right. So GammaCon, go here, is free. We do have a VIP option, but you can join tonight, Monday, October 27th, and Monday, October 27th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Tuesday, October 28th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the free webinar. If you want to go further with the information, you want to learn how to monetize what you create, then that is for the VIP. Also, if you want replays, resources, anything like that, then that will be for VIP. All right. So if you join the free, just come on over. The mission, the price of admission is your attention, and you get what you need. You leave what you don't. If you want to take the thing further, then what you want to do is go ahead and join the VIP option. Let me get you guys a code you can scan. QR codes. See GammaCon. And here we go right here. And add. All right. There we go. So there is the QR code for those of you that want to join the live session. There we go. All right. Pause and mute and refresh. Right. So you guys can see the QR code. That's what I wanted to make sure of, that you guys can see the QR code. All right. Let me do this as well. Let's see here. Put this here. $20.25. And then no price, create. All right. There it is, a little bit better for you guys. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys into GammaCon. See if it'll share the tab. Just making sure. There we go. So here's the landing page for GammaCon 2025. And this one, I have to update it again. I thought I caught that one. So GammaCon 2025, 27, 28th, here and here. This I have to update. So the GammaCon, you can click to join free or upgrade to the VIP. You don't need more time, you need a better system. That's what we're teaching you guys in GammaCon 2025. It's for busy professionals, coaches and educators, solopreneurs, and AI users. The first day is October 27th, which is today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and is designed like a pro, even if you're not one, by Ty Daniels. Ty will show you guys how to create stunning professional presentations and digital products using Gamma without design overwhelm or complicated tools. You'll see exactly how to make your work look polished fast. I just took you guys through a quick demo. She's going to do a deep dive. Then tomorrow, October 28th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, how to create a landing page using Gamma. It's easier than you think. Jaleel Evans will be teaching that. He will be talking about layouts, links, and visuals to prove that you can design, launch, and share your own digital space inside Gamma in minutes. No coding, no stress. And then the VIP is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Misha, or me, Ty Daniels, Jaleel, and more people are going to be on a Q&A panel to answer your questions. You can choose your experience. All right. And why GammaCon 2025 changes everything. Design presentations and digital products smarter and faster. Build consistent creative habits. You can use Gamma on your phone. You can use ChatGPT on your phone. Your office can be your phone. Turn your ideas into income-producing assets. Leverage AI without losing your authentic voice. Stop waiting for free time. Learn how to create it. Say that one more time. Stop waiting for free time and learn how to get your time back. And a disclaimer, we are not sponsored by Gamma. All right. This whole presentation was created using Gamma. Yep. This whole landing page was created using Gamma. And I'm going to make a quick update. Make sure I have it loaded before I share it with you guys. Let's see. Upload image. Replace the image. Let's see here. There it is. All right. So let me go ahead and share this tab with you guys. Replace screen share. So you guys can see right into how we put this together. I just updated it to say 27, 28th. This is how you can go back into your landing page and make quick and simple edits. You do not have to use those text to app tools to build out your landing page. You can use Gamma. Once you're done, make sure this one is correct too. Once you're done, once you're done, you want to hit publish. No, you don't have to go out and buy a domain. You can host it right inside of Gamma. And now it's been updated. just that quickly. It was updated. It's been updated. See the text is bold and see the image has been updated? Yeah, that's gamma. That's gamma. So I hope you guys can join us today and tomorrow. Make sure you guys bring calm and peace to this space when you're learning, because I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed. But here's the thing, if you do get overwhelmed, I want you to say something. The sessions will be webinar style. The free sessions are webinar style. The VIP option is Zoom, is a regular Zoom. All right, let me see if you have questions over here. No, you don't register on school. You can use the QR code that I shared, or you can type what you see on the screen into your browser. All right. You're on here, Ty. Ty says she's presenting first. Yes, she is. All right. All right. So that is it. That is all from me this morning. We will catch you guys this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be ready to get your GammaCon on and learn how to get your mind and your time